All right, everybody, it's time again for Lack of Storm Talk as we throughout the rest of this week. A lot to discuss, really, for such a quiet pattern. Very educational setup for our pattern to really look at some things that are interesting things to keep an eye on for in case we come around to this again later on. All right, here are the remnants of Julia, still churning off the Outer Banks. We've had our light cloud cover here locally, some high thin clouds. In fact, when you look at the visible satellite, you can see just how thin they are. Just enough to allow for a beautiful sunrise this morning, and at times you have some filtered sunshine around the area today, but otherwise a nice looking day. As I look at our cameras, it looks beautiful out. We've had that river fog today, but that's really about it. Air quality alert in effect because we are in a very stagnant air mass. So how is this all going to play out as we get through this week? Because we have this bubble. This is the best way to describe it. This bubble of high pressure. Let me draw this out so you can see it better. Don't you love when I draw things? Let me stop the satellite here. Okay. We have this bubble of high pressure that is parked in our area. Underneath that, we got Julia that's lost. That's why Julia has been on the map for so long. It's stuck under the high. It's nothing to push it anywhere. So Julia's like, where do I go? So eventually, this trough that's coming in for the weekend, this backdoor front, if you will, that's already beginning to approach, is going to influence Julia and be just enough to get it to kick out to sea. But until then, Outer Banks are going to get hammered. But this little kick that's moving in from the Great Lakes, it's going to roll in and deepen and then roll back out. As it does so, it'll cause what we call the backdoor cold front to move through the area. Or will it? I still doubt that it'll come all the way through. Some models take it through here. Even if they do, very little, if any, chance for rain. In fact, I would doubt it based on the dry atmosphere and just a drop in temp, which even that I doubt. Either way, after this little bubble tries to move over us, this little trough this weekend, then we've got this cutoff low in the southwest corner of the country. And the question is it going to emerge finally into the main jet flow, which is stuck up here across Canada, and become a more organized system and pull in a deep trough? Or is it going to become just a cutoff low and kind of just work its way over to the east wherever it wants to go? Those will be the questions we'll have to answer as we head into the 1st of October. Look at this animation. This is the GFS. And you can see that little dip here for this weekend when it reloops again. Right over us. I mean, just barely nudges in the northeast part of the country. And then that one out of the southwest corner of the country is that cutoff low that tries to get absorbed into the main jet stream flow. Let me show you some of the models to demonstrate this on a more technical scale. This is the GFS, here is the Euro, and here is the Canadian. This is for this weekend. Notice the trough is that little bounce here. It's trying to roll off in the GFS, north and east. Still it tries to bring the front through here, by the way. Euro is stronger with the ridge, keeps the front barely into Cincinnati. And the Canadian is similar, but a little more of an angle to it, a sharper angle at that. The ensembles will smooth that idea of all of those, of course. Remember this. We'll come back around to this in a second. Then as we head into next week, this is about Tuesday of next week, we will warm back up. Certainly see signs of that. Warming back up after this little dent moves by on Sunday. I wouldn't run another 90-degree day. I put that in the 14-day. GFS especially is not aggressive for that. In fact, GFS is really cooler compared to what I've got so far in numbers. And I don't know if Kevin or Ryan will agree with me later when they get in to put their numbers in, but that's how this is all looking to me now. You can see the cutoff flow in the GFS, the southwest corner of the country. You see the Euro already trying to pinch it off. Doesn't want it to be part of the main flow, while the GFS is trying to. And then as we head down the road, you see how it gets pinched off to where we really don't feel the influence from it. We may get some rain out of this by next Tuesday or Wednesday. The ridge still holding on strong here in the southeast corner. GFS still got somewhat of a low detached moving through here with some showers and thunderstorms. And the ensembles at this point are not a whole lot of help on this scenario. And then as we get toward the end of the month, I mean, overall, the ensembles just tell me that we're going to have still some lower pressures here across the Rockies and the west, but still generally a fast flow in the northern part of the country. So no signs of big cold air masses or anything like that in the first week of October. I know there's been a lot of chatter about that for a while, but a lot of it was based on the GFS. especially. Keep in mind, GFS is a co-bias model, and there's a lot of CFS models being sent out. Got to use some caution with this. The Euro, I think, is going to lead the way. I think when we are in a dry pattern here in wave country, it is hard to get out of a dry pattern. Secondly, when the models are showing temperatures in the 80s, we usually try. Is that Lauren? Lauren Jones, come on in. Hi, doing the blog. Come on in. Say hi to
Hi,
everybody.
everybody.
They haven't talked to you in forever.
I know, I'm back. I'm back tomorrow on midday.
You needed to do like a weather blog.
Okay, about pregnancy? That's
Sure.
the only thing I have to
Why
talk
not?
about.
Being hot and pregnant, how
Yes.
miserable that was when you were over the summer.
That
So,
was miserable. What's
yeah.
going on? What are you talking
I'm
about?
just being nerdy.
Oh, 5 minutes and 18 seconds.
Being a lot of nerdy. Okay, I get the point. But as I wrap this up, it still looks like a fast flow in general as we head into
I love what he's saying.
the first week of October. Some women are just into that. I don't get it. Anyway,
Talk weather.
one thing I will say, I looked at the analogs. Here's the GFS forecast for this weekend, by the way. Again, GFS is trying to take us down in the lower 80s, and this is the analog say usually happens in this scenario, a lot warmer, and that's what I've gone with. In case you're wondering why the forecast I have is probably going to be a lot different than what you're seeing, that's the trend I'm going with for now. That's it for now, guys. Have a good day. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Christy is off, so Lauren and I have to do like double time tomorrow to cover for Christy.
What am I doing? Am I doing weather with you?
No, I got to do double time.
But you have to do it all. You have to do earliest alert.
Earliest
and-
alert, weather, traffic,
And he's going to dance in a clown costume.
and what? I'm not dancing in a clown costume.
Yes, he is.
It's good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, too.
Do I need to talk to you now?
Yeah.
Too? Okay. I got to go, guys. Talk to you later.